Hey everybody, it's Aditi here with your Thrive Talk, helping you live a life beyond stress. And today I want to share with you top tips to help you kick off your self care for this year. We have all been going through a lot these past 12 months and even longer. And what I have realized is that we have never really been taught the skills to manage and navigate stress. So I believe that to prevent burnout and to deal with overwhelm and stress requires you to really inhabit a self care practice for yourself. And just from a lot of conversations that I have with people and interactions I have with people, I realize that not many people have a self care practice. And self care is usually thought of as what? Massages, getting your nails done, all those things. But that is just the surface level of what self care is. It goes so much deeper than that. And in our society, we don't even know when we're stressed because it is so normalized. So, what I recommend is being able to build in a self care practice into your normal daily routine. So that way, whether you know you're stressed or not, your self care practice is going to help you navigate and manage everything that is going on for you. Okay. And it is going to, what is the point of this? Why do you want to do this? Because it's going to make your life better. Who doesn't want that? Right. It's going to give you clearer thinking. It's going to give you clarity. It's going to give you direction. It's going to give you some inner peace. Who doesn't want that, right? So, here are a few tips to help you build your self care practice. So, I have a guide where I have all 12 tips in them. So if you want to get the whole guide, it's at adithicreative.com/stressless. It's completely free, so go grab it. You're gonna get the 12 tips along 12 days, and then you're gonna get the full 12 tips at the end in a PDF that you can use whenever you need it. In fact, it's my own handy dandy guide because look, when you're stressed, you can't even think straight. So that's what this guide helps you do. All right, so the first tip for you is to take intentional joy breaks. And these don't have to be very long. They can literally be 10 minutes long, and they make such a big difference in your life. You can do 10 minutes of anything that gives you joy or brings you some inner peace. For example, you can do 10 minutes of a walk outside in nature, 10 minutes of coloring if you like to color, 10 minutes of listening to music and jamming, whatever that is, 10 minutes of talking to your best friend, 10 minutes of watching your favorite show, whatever that looks like. But I do recommend all of your intentional joy breaks shouldn't be something where you're digesting information. So you're talking to a friend and all those are good, but I want some of those joy breaks to be you, yourself, and you, and really having that opportunity to be with yourself because that's when your brain gets the opportunity to rest and sort through all the craziness that's going inside of it. Okay? So take intentional joy breaks. And like I said, they don't need to be longer than 10 minutes. Keep it simple, keep it easy. How many joy breaks should you have in your day? That's totally up to you. I always try to aim for 10. So 10 minutes of 10 times 10 minutes, okay? And that could be throughout the day. You can even put some of those 10 minutes together. For example, if you go for a 30-minute walk, that could count for 3 of your 10-minute breaks. But I recommend you do space them out a little bit throughout the day. It makes a really big difference. So give that a try. Give it a try to take 10-minute intentional joy breaks throughout your day for this year. Okay. Try it out. Commit to it. Even just 10 minutes a day will make a difference for you. All right. So that is your first self care tip to help you kick off this new year. The next one is to check your energy levels. Okay. I notice that we often don't know how we're feeling or what's going on with us. And that's why we end up overworking, getting resentful and bitter and being passive aggressive, maybe snapping to our loved ones or our coworkers, right? So if you don't know how you're feeling or what your energy levels are, you are going to risk a chance of hitting burnout. And really, it starts with just knowing where you're at right now, because then you can use that information to guide the rest of your day, right? So you may be like, you know what, but I don't got time for this. I have a full schedule. I got things to do. I got, kids to pick up. I got a partner to cook dinner with, or whatever it might be. Whatever that looks like for you, um, checking your energy levels, just that awareness can help you out. Because guess what? If your energy levels are low, you can use one of your intentional joy breaks to help you recharge. I find that nature is so recharging. So, when you know what your energy levels are, it'll help you from overworking yourself. You get me? So, all you got to do is just ask yourself, hey, how am I feeling right now? Okay. And this might be hard in the beginning if you've never really checked in with how you're doing, because you're not used to it and you may not actually know how you're doing because you're not used to tuning into your body. And that's totally cool. It just takes practice. Over time, you'll start to realize, whoa, I have a lot of energy right now. Or, whoa, I really have no energy right now. I feel so drained. Have you ever felt that when you're working, you can just feel your energy levels going lower and lower, but you're still working because you got a deadline, right? I have that happen to me all the time. And like sometimes I'm like, whoa, okay, your energy levels are dropping way too low. We need to take a break or we need to stop for the night. And that's how I catch myself. Okay, so checking your energy levels is going to help you catch yourself. All right. And then the third one is this is my favorite one of my favorite ones. Ask, is there an easier way to do this thing that I'm doing? There are so many things throughout our days that can end up being small annoyances, inconveniences. And every time we acknowledge that it's an inconvenience or annoyance, we drop a little bit of our energy. We lose a little bit of our life force for that day. So I like to find simple solutions when there is something that's annoying me. For example, if you could put the spoons in your kitchen in a certain drawer that make it easier to get to than where they are right now, which makes it a little hard, and you're like, oh, maybe you're like grunting every time you have to reach for it for whatever reason. If it's just in an inconvenient space, move those daggone spoons. All right, so that is an easier solution. You can literally move things around in your house to make things easier for you, things that you do on a daily basis. Maybe your toothbrush holder is always falling apart, and you just need to go get a new one. Go spend some $5, $10 if you want to get a fancy one. I don't know how expensive they get, $50. Get yourself a new toothbrush holder. Okay? Another common one is keys. Who loses their keys all the time, right? And the simple solution to this is to have a designated place for your keys, and not only have a space, actually commit to putting it there. Because sometimes we'll have a designated space, but then we won't actually put it there. You get me? So have a designated space and put it there. And it's going to take a little time to get used to putting it there, but I promise you that anxiety that you're not going to have anymore because you know where your keys are is so worth it. All right, you guys, those are my 3 self-care tips to help you kick off the new year. Again, you can get the whole guide of all 12 tips at aditicreative.com/stressless. And if you want to book a self-care consultation with me because self-care is truly a priority for you this year and you want to take it to that next level, you can book a free consultation with me all about self-care. We're going to talk about all the different areas of your life and create a self care roadmap for you that is personalized to your life. All right. And that will be at aditicreative.com/self care. All right, my friends, I love you so much. Let me know which tip was the most helpful for you that you're going to implement right away, and subscribe for more tips to live a life beyond stress.